Hi everybody, this is Shanna with Shanna Sweets. Thank you for joining me for my sweet treat video. So this month I'm recording this at the end of July, but you're seeing it on August 3rd. And the reason you're seeing it August 3rd, for a couple things, I have a couple things going on my website, so I'm having to postpone when I post this. But the other reason for it is the product for this card, the program I use to post the items, I can't pull it up yet. And so I just decided it was worth delaying this video for a couple days till I can. But this stuff, these dies, the stamp set and the dies and this paper are all part of Celebration. So anybody who follows me knows that during Celebration, my sweet treat kits are generally using Celebration items because they're awesome, and you earn the items for free, and so we want to use them. We want to use those items. So I am using 3 things out of there. I'm also using I don't know if you can tell, but this is Snowy Velvet White. It is in the mini catalog for the holiday. And there was something else. Oh, this die is from the mini catalog. It is from a harvest set. So all these things will be available August 3rd, and so it's just easier for me to post this video then. But it's only a couple days away from when I'm recording this, so it's not worth it. So when you get my sweet treat, you get the sweet treat is these 2 card kits. You only have to purchase $25. You'll get it with a thank you card. It comes to you in an envelope inside another envelope, but and you get a PDF. So you get a PDF. This is January's, and the PDF has a picture and then the supplies, and then usually one of the little pictures with instructions. So even if you, or you can watch this video. So that is how that comes. And like I said, then then this is the mini catalog. If you don't have a demonstrator who has given you catalogs, let me know, and I can get you these catalogs also. These are super simple cards. They don't take any time, so we'll get right to it. We're going to start with this is actually a soft succulent base. But I'm using this kind of Just Jade piece. It's kind of got these penguins on the back. This is from Penguin Playmates. I used the basic border dies to cut this out. So I started 3x5 and then just put the hill and cut it out. And it's going to layer there. But we're going to stamp the 2 sheep. So this one's kind of jumping and this one's standing. So I like, when I have dies already cut out, I take the cling ones when they're the rubber cling like this, and I ink them up, and then I just take my die, turn it upside down like this, and then layer my die on top of it, and then that way I can stamp it. So it's easier to see where the feet and stuff are at, and make sure you give it a good smush. And generally I'm and then we're doing the You're Amazing, and I'm doing that one in black also. And this is on some shimmer white, which I think I forgot to put that as I need to add that to the supply list. So then I'm using Smoky Slate, the light and the dark. And I'm using that little bullet in. So the dark is the little hooves. It's really nice because it's just some simple coloring. No fancy coloring here on these sheeps. And then you can either use the pointy part or the light, the brush part. It doesn't really matter here. I think the brush is a little quicker. Now you can use your color lifter if you want to like fade it out, give it a little, you know, shaded. I'm just doing some really simple coloring. Now I'm going to take a piece of, here we go, Scotch tape, and I'm going to trim it just a little bit. And I'm going to take this cloud. So there's two different clouds here. The one that's kind of got the, I don't know, like bigger part right there. And I'm going to tape it to the back of my sentiment. And then I'm going to put that one on some dimensionals. Just going to do that right now before I do anything. And then I'm going to take my soft succulent, which is 8.5 by 5.5, fold it in half. Then I can take my DSP here. This is 5 by 3. I had to change my cutter out when I was doing this because it was not being cooperative. And then take make sure I'm in the, and just make sure I line these up so that way they're. And then what I want to do is I'm going to use some wet glue here. I want my little sheep here to kind of be like he's jumping. So I'm going to put him like that, and then I have some little mini dimensionals. So I'm going to put them, they fit like perfect in the spaces. Okay, that one does fit if you line it up right. I think it takes some talent sometimes, these dimensionals. Alright, and then however you want your fence, but I kind of wanted that hoof. I like that hoof over the rail there. So I just think it gives it a little more character. Okay, and then I'm going to take this guy and put big dimensionals on him. You can use minis, but I don't want that many. And then he's going to go down here. Then I can use the wet glue and put my sun up here in the corner, and some little bit of wet glue for my clouds. They're going to go right there with the sun. And then the sentiment. Isn't that adorable? Just love it. So we're going to stamp the little standing sheep and the hat and the sentiment. All right, so again, ink up our sheep. Line him up. Now, I'm going to use Highland Heather, and I'm going to use it for my sentiment. Last time I did black for my sentiment, but this time I'm going to use the Highland Heather. Let's stamp our hat. All right, you do get 2 hats in your thing because I'm afraid that can happen to any of us. And then stamp our sentiment. And I want my tag to go this way, so there we go. So again, I'm going to do the light for these little aspects. I don't know if they have a certain name, but, and the dark. All our blends come in combo packs now, which is nice. You don't have to worry about getting both. I guess kind of, my daughter just went through all our light pink, so I gotta get a replacement. She's coloring pigs. This is basic white, and it's 8.5 by 5.5. We're going to put this one vertical this time. So this is soft seafoam, and I ran it through a checked folder, but the folder is like 3 inches wide, so you have a little gap here, and this gap is going to go on the left side of the paper. Okay, because we're going to cover that up. So put the checkered side on the right, and then your DSP, which is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4, is going to go on the left side where that open space. And I am going to go ahead and leave a little bit of the green, but it is going to cover top to bottom the soft seafoam. Then you have a piece of DSP and a piece of Just Jade, and the Just Jade has been ran through the dots, which is also part of that embossing folder, because there's 2 in that, which I think is awesome. I love dots. I love checkered. I think it's great to have 2 options, and I'm going to put those staggered. So we're going to put this little guy on some dimensionals. Like he's partying. I'm going to take my Night of Navy. This is just a Stampin' Right. And just color these little dots real quick, just to accent that hat a tiny bit. If you use the blend, it's going to spread probably, so you got to be really careful. And I'm going to use just a little tiny miniature dimensional, and then put that little hat right on his head. Then you got a little piece of twine. This is from a combo, but I thought the whole stripes would go well with this theme, so that's why I really like the Penguin Playmates because, well, one, I love the penguins, but I think the back side of the paper is so perfect for other things. So there's that, and then now we're going to take our little balloons, and I'm just going to worry about putting some glue on the balloon itself, and our purple is going to go more on our blue so that our navy can go more on the jade. And I'm just going to tuck the bottoms underneath like that. That is our 2 cards. This one's got the Highland Heather. There it is with the black. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will join me all month long for my birthday celebration. And this month, make sure you comment so you can be entered in my big giveaway this month. Thank you so much. Talk to you later. Bye.